Okay, guys, hi, I'm back. I am going to attempt to make a cornbread now. I'm making a small one, and as you can see, I've got my blender in hand. I'm ready to go. But anyway, I'm using some, this is called Table Tester Adlu Plain Yellow Cornmeal. I just ordered this and I was waiting for it, so it took a minute. I'm gonna take a drink, guys. Hold on, that would be our pies. Okay, let's take a look. Mm. Okay, guys, let's see if they're done. So we're going to pull them out, put them there. They look brown, but they're not as brown as I would like them to be. So I'm just going to stick this knife in, and if it comes out clean, it's still a little mushy. I don't know if you can see it there. Still a little mushy. So I'm going to try another one. I think I want them to get a little bit, they're done, but oh wow, look at that. It popped out. Okay, I want a little bit more doneness, guys. I'm not going to burn them, but I want them to my satisfaction. So let's cancel. Let's bake. Let's um let's try it again. This time let me do 250. We're just going to try different times. Okay. Cook time and start. Well, it's pre. Why did you do that? Ah, okay. Again, we're going to do 25 minutes. So let's see. Did it start? Okay. Let's see, guys. Sometimes this oven is a little quirky. You're not counting down. Okay. We'll be back to that in a few seconds. I've got to watch it to see if it'll count down. It's on. Jeez, I don't know why it's doing it, guys. We may have to come back and reset it again. Anyway, here is our pre-made uh, cornmeal mix. I have an egg in there. I have some sweet milk, which I just used dairy creamers that I had on hand because I don't have the sweet milk that the recipe is calling for on the back of the package. We have some baking powder in there. And the recipe is calling for, we have some fat in there. So some, I used a combination of butter and extra premium, extra virgin olive oil. It's cold pressed, so this is the good stuff. And I used the rest of our plain olive oil here, which is also, um, this one is, it says used for roasting and sauteing, but I use it for regular. Also, I put milk in there. It calls for a 1 to 1/4 cup of sweet milk. So I did a combo of milk. Um, Also, it is saying I can add a teaspoon of sugar. I did a combination of the oil and the butter. So now it says I can add, what was that? Where's the sugar? 1 teaspoon of sugar. So I'm going to take this time I'm going to take my allulose. It's working. Oven is working. Very good. Okay. So it says one teaspoon. Now this is 1 tablespoon. Excuse me. Let me get tablespoon, guys. I don't know where it went. I've just been moving really quick in the kitchen this evening. Where's my tablespoon? Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, no wonder. I had it over there. So, okay, so this is a 1/2 tablespoon. So I tell you what, 2 halves make a whole. So we're just going to dump that in there. Usually I level everything off, guys, but okay. This one wants to be a little clumpy on me tonight. So we're just going to put 2 in there. Maybe I'll just put a little bit more. Because with allulose, you have to use more than recipes call for to get that sweetness that you like. And also, I'm just going to put just a tad of brown sugar in there. Like I say, guys, I like the combo. This just does not want to work with me tonight, does it? Okay. Okay, guys, so I have all the ingredients. Let's mix and blend. Now, guys, the recipe also calls for, oops, she went out here, also calls for a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to go ahead and get not quite a teaspoon because the recipe also called for 2 whole cups of the cornmeal, but I only did 1 and a little less than 1/2 of a cup because it's just me that's going to be eating this. So I didn't want to overdo it. So I've cut the recipe all in half. So where it says 1 teaspoon of sugar, we're going to do salt. We're going to do actually 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Not quite even that much because, guys, quite frankly, I don't use a lot of salt. This is iodized salt. This is not my regular pink Himalayan. So let's go ahead and finish mixing this up. And while we're at it, guys, I think I'm just going to put a tad bit more of milk. Just going to add a little bit of low-fat milk. Well, actually, it's 1%. I'm just going to add a little bit. And guys, I don't per se measure everything. There's some things that I measure, but just like our grandmothers used to do, I can kind of eye food and see what's needed. We want it good and blended. There we go, guys. Let me just take this off. I've had this for so many years. I've never figured out what that was rattling around in here. I dropped it years ago. But as you can see, this baby is tough. She took a licking, kept right on picking. That's kind of appliances you want. Okay, guys, I'm going to stir the side of this, and I have a special glass bowl that we're going to be, let me just set this. I'm running out of space, guys. Okay, I have a special glass bowl that we're going to be putting our cornbread in. And let me get that now. I've used up so many dishes for this one chili dish, guys. It's ridiculous. But when we're cooking and we want to make those good dishes, I don't mind my kitchen getting out of order. That's what kitchens are for. Okay, so I know that this is glass and it won't really stick, but what I like to do, and I haven't made cornbread in a minute, guys, is I just kind of like to, I still just want it to kind of slide out of there. You know what, guys? I'm going to put a little bit more. Ooh, I think maybe a little too much. But then again, this is cornbread. Cornbread can be very drying. So I'm just going to put a little oil in the bottom of my glass. And now let's go ahead and spoon this in here. Get that out of there. Do you remember when your grandmother used to add flour? She would throw a bit of flour in this cornbread. And not only flour, some bacon fat or bacon grease and all. Well, because of health concerns, we don't get that good old-fashioned flavor that our mothers and grandmothers used to cook with, because it was so full of that fat. It may have tasted good, but wasn't good for your body, unfortunately. So let's stir that around in there. And then we're going to put that right beside our little babies, our little apple pies. So here we go, guys. I really hope that this turns out good. We shall see. We'll be back and let you see how it came out. Stay tuned. Love you.